Smitty tells Jacob there's a connection between Detective Malone and Vernon Dupree. Next, Martin comes home and sees Kenny there playing chess with Tyrell, and Kenny pretends he's meeting Martin for the first time and goes to shake his hand. So Tyrell tells Martin that they were in the park and it got dark, so Tyrell invited Kenny to the house. So Kenny, who was supposed to be in the lake, he was supposed to be in the lake dead. He mysteriously appears to the park where Tyrell was playing chess and just starts up a chess game with Tyrell. Now, I'm still trying to figure out how in the heck somebody who's supposed to be dead, well, shot and killed and placed in a river, appears at a park and has the, I want to say, strength, or I don't know what happened to him, if he was beaten. He has this bandage all over his face, so I don't know, he probably was beaten or whatever, and he's able to sit there and play a chess game. Yeah, okay. Next, Joey tries to call Randy after counting the money that Randy took from Kenny, so I'm assuming that the money is short, the way that Joey's looking and the way that he keeps counting the money. So yeah, I'm assuming it's short. So Joey hears a phone ringing in the trash can, and it's Randy's phone because he was trying to reach Randy. So Randy threw that phone away. So I guess that's telling us that Randy took some money and he left his phone there because he didn't want to be traced. Next, Andre and Ashley are on their date and they see Derek and Shanice at Uptown having a drink. What an unlikely pair. I wouldn't think that Derek would go for Shanice, but okay. Next, I'm so tired of Dani Dupree getting humiliated by Bill. This is the umpteenth time that she's been humiliated, and she just keeps coming back for more, like some kind of crack addict or something. She just can't get enough of being humiliated. I don't get it. So she brings her dumb self to Bill and Haley's house with food, talking about she's checking on Haley. Now, everybody know you don't give a damn about Haley. So I don't even know why she would come there pretending that she gives a damn about Haley when it's so obvious that you don't. And I mean, nobody blames her for that, because who would give a damn about somebody who took their husband? So yeah, let's just stop pretending. So Bill has to tell her that he's riding for Haley again. And this is the thing with Bill. He always trying to act like, well, you should have read through that. Maybe you shouldn't have came. He knows that Dani is still trying to get over him. So why you come? And especially going down memory lane. I think he does this on purpose. I truly do. Next, Shanice tells Derek why did she suggest meeting at Uptown, because she should have known they would run into Ashley. And Derek tells her he's not there to make Ashley jealous. Yeah. When he saw Ashley, he knows damn well he was. So Derek tells Shanice eventually he's going to run into Ashley, so let tonight be the night. And again, Shanice should know this. He's definitely trying to show off and act like he's living his life and he's moving on. Especially since she's on a date with the guy who he thinks is the reason why she didn't accept his proposal. And it's looking like that because she's on a date with Andre shortly after Derek breaks up with her. So the optics don't look good. Next, Detective Malone asks Jacob and Smitty what are they talking about, and he tells Jacob he hopes as his partner that he has his back. So basically, Detective Malone is trying to intimidate Jacob by saying, yeah, you need to have my back, not the reporter. So Smitty tells Detective Malone he met with the chief and the chief gave him a stellar review. And Smitty asks if Detective Malone has something on the chief. And I mean, that's one thing about Smitty. He hurries up and tells you how he feels. He doesn't beat around the bush. He just comes straight out with whatever he wants to ask. Next, Martin goes to Orphe Jean's to tell Kenny to stay away from Tyrell and his family. Next, the idiot Dani tells Haley that she weaponized their conversation into creating a fake medical crisis. Of course she did, but Bill don't care. Because right now, it just looks like Dani is trying to pick with Haley because she's still upset about Bill marrying her. So Haley tells her she's delusional, and these two are just getting on my nerves. You know, we already know Haley is faking her pregnancy. So let Bill get played for the fool that he is. Next, Joey calls Detective Malone in regards to finding Randy, and Detective Malone ignores the call because he's still talking to Jacob and Smitty. And they're like, who's calling you? And he's like, oh, it's a spam call. And it's like, I would have told him none of your damn business. Next, Kenny tells Martin that he sent Randy to take his money and try to kill him. And he threatens Martin to try it again and see what happens. And it's like, see, this dude just, he don't learn. He doesn't learn. He thinks that because whatever happened with Randy, which I didn't think Randy was about that life anyway. So now he thinks that he's invincible and he can go around threatening people. Next, Martin tells Bill that he, Vernon, the chief, Detective Malone, and Joey made things worse. Martin tells Bill that Kenny was playing chess with Tyrell, and he goes on to say that he thought they had things handled, and why was Kenny still around? And that's the $1,000,000 question. So Martin tells Bill that Kenny said he never got paid, and Bill says that he paid Kenny. So he tells Martin to go home and let him clean up the mess. And Martin like, yeah, I did that. And the dude's still alive and he's playing with my son. So I don't blame Martin for being upset because it was told to him that Kenny was taken care of. And here Kenny is playing chess with Tyrell. So Kenny's letting Martin know that, yeah, I can come and get your kid anytime I want to. So that's a threat. So Bill's like, yeah, I'll handle it. And Martin's looking at him like, will you? Next, Tyrell tells Martin he's not like Smitty. They can tell him anything and he's chill. He says that Martin overreacts all the time. And I understand where Tyrell is coming from because he felt like he was embarrassed in front of his company. But poor Tyrell doesn't know who Kenny is. And that's Martin's fault because he's not telling his family anything. So, of course, Tyrell doesn't see anything wrong with inviting someone that he's playing chess with to his house, which even if it wasn't Kenny, something is wrong with that because you just don't invite strangers to your home. And I think that's young people. They don't understand the dangers that's out there. And you don't invite any kind of random person to your house because you don't know what their intentions are. Next, Jacob tells Smitty that Detective Malone says he's been sticking his nose where he shouldn't, and Jacob says Detective Malone has an explanation for everything. And Smitty asks him, did he tell him about the $500,000 in his account? And Jacob says he said it's from selling family property. So Smitty goes on to ask Jacob, does he believe him? And Jacob says, what do you think? Of course he doesn't believe him. I don't think nobody would. That don't even make sense. Next, Bill calls Joey and tells him that Kenny is still breathing and he didn't get paid. And Joey says he thinks Randy is trying to skip town and he called in some favors and Randy's going to regret it. So I hope Randy is out of town and laying low for his sake. So Bill tells Joey to fix it now. Next, Dani walks into Uptown and sees Andre holding Ashley's hand, and she throws her purse on the counter, and Andre and Ashley turns around to see her, and Andre is looking crazy, but I don't blame Andre. I don't. I blame Dani because she just left Bill's house arguing with Haley instead of tending to Andre, and she's done this time and time again. She has always put Bill and his relationship first, meddling in their business. The last time Andre saw her, they was at the hospital where she ignored his call and was there being humiliated by Bill again after Haley's fake pregnancy scare, and she just keeps doing it. So, of course, Andre is going to want to pursue somebody who's going to give him full attention instead of worrying about their ex all the time. You can't blame him for that. And that ends the episode.